Hey folks, old biker dude here. Once upon a time, there was an old biker dude who decided to set off on an amazing motorcycle travel adventure. Just going through Cherokee, North Carolina on my way up here to Gatlinburg. Been talking to the trout guy on the telephone. He tells me the water might be a little high right now, but if we don't get to go early in the morning, we'll do it a little later tomorrow afternoon. So we'll keep an eye on this situation. He's going to keep me updated. I stopped here for just a moment to resituate my trailer and charge some GoPro batteries. Try to get some good footage going up over the mountain here to Gatlinburg from Cherokee. It's a really beautiful ride. And I'm going to try to capture some of those nice overlooks and all that for you here. You know, the actual town of Cherokee has always just had a really cool aura about it. It's got the beautiful river running right through it, and you can actually trout fish in it. Water's a little high right now because there's been some rain up on the mountain. And speaking of that, there's some clouds brewing over there, so we're just going to play it by ear here and see what happens. Smokey Mountain National Park. Oh yeah, it's going to be a fun 4, 5, 6 days here. Now after I go fishing with the trout guy, I'm going to be going on up the Blue Ridge Parkway and spend a couple days going. I might try to go to the end of it. I'm just going to play it by ear. And I guess y'all can see all the elk out there. They reintroduced elk to this area several years ago, and they seem to be flourishing. I'm at the little wildlife viewing area here, right as you enter the park. Now this is really cool. There's a nice big old buck over there. But, this is just absolutely a gorgeous area. I've been coming here all my life, but it just looks nice to see that field full of elk. And the visitor center. I hope this weather holds up. This will just be a wonderful ride if it does. It's already starting to feel cool. I'd say the temperature's about 76 degrees, something like that. that storm settling over the next ridge over there. So I guess I'm going to wait this out for a minute. It looks like it's moving that way. So I think if I'm just patient, I might be able to slip in behind it and head on up to Gatlinburg. That sure is pretty right there. My goodness, would you look at that? Man, it's hard to make any time on this road. I just want to stop and look at all those sights. Okay, let's get on up to Gatlinburg. Curvy roads. Use low gear. Man, that looks awesome. as y'all know, I don't like to stay in campgrounds per se. Of course I am on this time, as I'm meeting my friend the trout guy up here. So I'm staying in Pigeon Forge at this campground, and this is what they put me in. A tent site with, looks like a gravel quarry. There's no grass, hardly at all. There's roots all on the ground, but yet there's those two pretty sites right next door. Nice and grassy and soft, but then you look at mine, and I mean, I don't know, hard to figure this one. But anyway, you got a place for the power wagon. It's got a little bit of solar on it, but should be a pretty good half-day sky. All right, night number one. Time got away from me a little bit. Not gonna have time to cook any dinner before it gets dark, so I guess I'll just make me up a sandwich, and I think you guys have probably done that enough, but I am ready to go in the morning. Got all my stuff all set up. Do a little solar checkup. I've got my backup battery hooked up to my power station. I'm at 58% right now, but it is feeding in 96 watts and only drawing 3 out, which is to charge a phone. And the refrigerator's at a nice low 37 degrees, so it shouldn't draw much power. It'll turn on a few times during the night to keep it cold, but feeling pretty good about that. 58%, 59. That'll probably have it up to 100 during the night, and we'll start off good tomorrow with a good sunny day, I hope. Well, good morning, everybody. Well, this life in these family campgrounds is sure not quite the same as the usual, more off-grid type that I like to stay at. There was a little barking dog that kept barking all night long, and there's a lot of man-made sounds going on. This little campground is pretty close to Pigeon Forge that I'm staying at, and you might can hear the little doggy in the background now. Same guy. Hear him? He's been going at it since about 2:30 in the morning. Yeah. Oh well. God has chosen to wake me up one more time, and I'm sure thankful. And today I might get to go fishing with the trout guy. But first, I gotta have some coffee. Is that not the prettiest sight you've ever seen? The little bubbles in the top of a percolator making that little sound right to the beat, man. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Talk to me. Cement trucks at 7:30 in the morning? Really? You don't see many of those in a in an off-grid location. Boy, these family campsites just aren't quite the same. I rather prefer the sound of little birdies singing me a morning song to the sound of air brakes and loud diesel engines. That right over there, my friends, is why I prefer off-grid camping. Can y'all hear that big loud diesel engine? It's like 7:24 in the morning. That ain't my idea of camping. Now, I don't mean to be critical or nothing, but my goodness.
Alright, well let's make us some breakfast then. And we'll start out with a little sesame oil in the pan here. Yeah. I got some of this truly grass-fed natural cream butter. It's from Ireland. Imported from Ireland. Man, them Irish folks, they know how to make the butter. So we cut us a little chunk off. So popped it in our pan with the sesame oil. And that'll be melted here in just a minute. And now we've added a little sausage grease to the equation. That butter and sesame oil and sausage grease just really brings out the life in those potatoes. But wait, old biker dude, that's a whole onion you're putting in there. Yep, sure is. What's the next ingredient, everybody? We're getting to know each other pretty good, aren't we? And this morning, we're going to add a little garlic powder too. I'm thinking tonight I'm going to have some shrimp fettuccine alfredo with the sauce made from scratch. I got some heavy whipping cream, so that and some mozzarella cheese, a little bit of butter, a tiny bit of oil, and some Parmesan all mixed together would make a delicious cheese sauce for it. So that might be worth tuning back into the old biker dude show for. I don't know if it'll get in this video, but it might be in the next one. We'll see how that works out. Shrimp fettuccine alfredo at a campsite from scratch. Who'd have ever thought of it, huh? You know, once you get used to one pan cooking, a couple little tricks, like you see this lip right over here on the edge of my grill. I can stand my pan up on that after my hash browns and sausage are done, and it causes the butter and grease to work back down to this end of the pan. And then of course I've got a beautiful green egg that was laid by one of my neighbor's chickens. These are really good too, but that way it sort of drains out of the hash browns and becomes available for me to cook my egg, keep it from sticking. And then I can like turn the power up a little bit, and we'll cook us an egg and have some breakfast. All right, got my breakfast all set up here. Man, how about that, huh? That sure looks delicious. Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna gobble this up right quick, so I can be all ready for the trout guy when he calls me. I'm an old biker dude, man.